In the face of war, what is daily life like in Ukraine? Here to tell that story, we are joined live by Jane Sivorka. Jane, thank you so much for being with us tonight, which we know is dark and early for you, 5 a.m., just after that for your Thursday morning.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for letting me speak.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time. We want to let our viewers know that you are in a undisclosed location, a small village where you're seeking refuge. We're not disclosing that for your safety, of course. How have you managed over the last week?
It's been really tough because the new reality hits you and you don't have a daily routine to that. Honestly, just take it day by day. But there are some habits that you literally develop. Like you don't accept the sky anymore as something peaceful. You accept that as a threat. You're afraid of the nighttime. Every time you see the plane, you understand that there's something happening nearby, and it's never good.
Yeah, and so let's walk us through a little bit of daily life. We've got some video of a bunker that you've sort of created. This is you here, and then we look, and that's the window, which you're clearly shielding. And then you're staying now with young people as well, different families staying together, including that little boy right there. Talk to us about your arrangement.
Well, basically, there are 3 families here, and we didn't even know each other before this whole thing started. We accidentally happened to be, it's my coworker's son, but my coworker is not here. He was, we work for a travel show, so he's in Portugal right now. And I met his wife because we were supposed to take the same flight before they shut down the airport, and I had nowhere to go, so she took me with her, and that's the house where her husband grew up. We're in Western Ukraine right now. So the house was semi-abandoned, and there's another family living with us. Their apartment got completely destroyed. He used to work for the same company, so the husband knows him as well. So he came here with his 2 kids. So there's 10 of us in this house, including 4 kids and 6 adults.
Wow. How, in terms of supplies, are you getting enough supplies? Do you have enough food?
See, because we're in a village, people tend to preserve a lot of food. But in terms of buying food, if you're not from here, it might be really difficult because the stores, mainly right now, they have ice cream and chips. I don't know why chips, but there's still some, but it's getting lower and lower. We have like empty shelves. And again, mind is that I'm in Western Ukraine. I have a friend that I'm constantly talking to. She's in occupied city, Nova Kakhovka. I don't know if you know what that is. It's by Michaelson. And she's saying like there's no food there. And even for those who occupied the city, they're literally going to civilian houses and not asking for food. They're demanding food, and they're killing people if they see them on the street. It's just nonsense.
We've got a picture of some of the kids that you are staying with as well. This is all of you huddled together in safety at night. You're not supposed to turn on the lights. It's supposed to be quiet because of all of this as well. So we know that there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that are leaving Ukraine. You've made the decision to stay. Why stay in Ukraine? Why not try to leave the country?
First of all, it's my country. Why should I stay? Why should I leave? They should leave. And because I need to fight for. If everybody's going to leave, then nobody's going to win. We're just going to lose our homes, our lives, and it's pointless. And I don't have kids or anyone that I don't want to say I'm not that important, but I'm needed here to help and be proactive versus just escaping.
Well, that makes me think of your mother. She's refusing to leave her.
No, my mom, she's stubborn. She's in all volunteering groups creating those, because they didn't attack my city as much as of now. They're trying to create a circle. But my mom goes every single day and creates those exposures in the bottles. Like she braids the little things to light them up. She's one of the biggest volunteers in my hometown.
So your mother is creating molotov cocktails to try to kill Russian forces. We hear about these grandmothers that are making Molotov cocktails, and your mother is doing that. And so we know also all of the men between 18 and 60 are being told to stay in the country and fight. I presume you've got relatives, friends, other people that are part of that. How do you deal with that, knowing that people that you love are literally in the streets fighting right now?
They're actually really patriotic about it, and there's not even, they don't ask them. A lot of people volunteer, and there are lines of people who want to be active and participate and defend their homeland. So how I feel proud of them, that they're not escaping, that they're not just hiding somewhere. And honestly, even if you're a refugee in other parts of Ukraine, like right now in Western Ukraine, everybody who brought their families here, they have to go to the village government and say, and acknowledge they're here in case of that they need more manforce.
Yeah, the heroic stories are absolutely incredible. Getting back to your just daily life, it's Thursday morning, as mentioned, after 5 a.m. What do you do each day? What does your Thursday look like?
Today I'm in charge of breakfast, so right after we're done, I'm gonna go and make one for the entire family. Then, well, we call each other family as of now. And then another girl, she's in charge of cleaning. After that, we'll probably take kids for a little walk because they're going crazy if they stay inside of the house. And then I'm gonna put the youngest one to bed. One of the girls will stay here with them. Another one's gonna go volunteer. Finally found a group in this village to volunteer.
What do you, real quickly, what do you say to the young kids? How do you explain this to them?
Honestly, I don't know what's the right way, and their parents are a little bit more scared than I am. So I'm just trying to talk to them and say, we're safe, it's fine. But I don't know if that's the right way to downplay it, but seeing them crying, being terrified when we went to the basement for the first time and they all were screaming and crying, that was not the way to deal with it. So my personal choice was to tell them it's a semi-game. Like, we're just playing, you know, everything is fine, don't be scared. But those two kids whose apartment got bombed, they know it's not a game. The first day, the oldest girl, she was 11, she's been standing with a backpack the entire day and crying. She was ready to go and go and go because she woke up to the explosion.
Before we let you go, I want to know what you think of the U.S. response. What is your message to the U.S., and particularly President Biden?
Well, we definitely feel the support, and I want to say thank you. Everybody here is really appreciated, but we still need more. I see from the groups that I volunteer in my hometown, and like, they're still looking for helmets, they're still looking for bulletproof vests, they're still in need of ammunition and everything, because I created the molotov cocktail, not because we're so well armed, but mainly it's just because we don't have enough.
Wow. Well, we thank you for your bravery and courage in fighting for your country, your families as well, and for taking a moment to talk with us, because I think hearing from you brings this story to life in a way you can't quite get just reading about it on social media or seeing images. It really is quite something to hear from you and know that there are so many more millions of people like you going through similar stories. Jane, be safe, and please check in with us as well. It'd be great to be able to chart your story and hopefully a happy ending to this story as well.
Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your
Thank
family.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.